Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we keep Jesus in our science.
Thank God, because Jesus, you know what? It just occurred to me. Garrick Merrifield and Cody Brown went to the same medical school.
There you go.
Because they understand Jesus science together.
Yes.
It's very similar.
It's not science if it doesn't start with, in the Bible. It says.
Also, Amy, Danielle doesn't look good. She looks real miserable right now.
She's melting down. I thought you meant... I thought you meant the Danielle from the Davises, because she also doesn't look good.
No, she doesn't look okay. She looks like she's 2 seconds away from blink twice if you need help.
She is ready to murder everybody in that house. Everybody in that 12-foot bed.
And Nick Davis remains the most brilliant person on the planet.
Yeah, he is.
This man, what he has gotten away with.
What he has wrought.
Not wrought, because
I just like that word.
I
like that
I know.
phrase.
I enjoy saying what someone has wrought,
right.
but he's fucking brilliant, man.
He's brilliant.
It's amazing
how he has conned these women into working while he sits home and thinks, and now he's adding feels to it.
And feels for things and shares those thoughts and feelings with his wives.
Because it used to be that he just thought. He's like, I would stay home and I would think.
Right, and then share what he thought about with his wives.
Guys,
he was educating them.
If you're new to this show, you need to go back. Go back.
Okay. So here's the deal. Season 1, impossible to find. You're not missing anything. Well, you're not missing anything. There's some entertainment there, but you don't need it for the current landscape that is Seeking Sister Wife. You need to go back to season 2 or 3, wherever the Merrifields came into this picture.
Let me look.
You need to learn about Danielle and Garrick and Bert with her braces. You need to learn about this situation because this is their 3rd season. They even had they came back.
Season 2 was the Snowdens.
Oh, okay. So season 3. But the Snowdens are entertaining too. They're gross, but they're entertaining.
They are. And when we get to balancing the pH, you're going to need to know about the Snowdens.
Yes. Yeah. We'll get there. But we even got the meltdown of Danielle.
The Merrifields, it's season 3. The Merrifields is season 3.
It's really where it gets important. Hashtag important. This is important information.
Also, Sidian appears in season 3. So
season 3 is where the magic began to happen.
Yeah.
But you just need to go back to the end of last season and Danielle Merrifield screaming, sobbing as if someone had murdered her children in front of her face. That is the level of intensity of her grief and her anger. Screaming, "What about the princess?
She cried too much." Yeah, it's bad.
Her son is recording her.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like, "Mom, do you need some water, Mom?"
Yeah.
And she's like,
guys, these clowns, I can't even. I am going to be ruthless on Garrick Merrifield because he is. I'm going to just say it. He is one step below Cody Brown in my my pantheon of hatred.
Yes, he's awful, but I am here to watch him all the time.
I'm here to watch him too. And do you think, okay, so here's my question to you.
Okay.
Do you think Danielle thinks he's smart? Because when he's saying all this weird science stuff, she has this look on her face, and I can't decide if it's, oh my God, get me out of here, blink twice, I don't know what's happened to me, or is it, oh my God, I'm just adoring my leader, yes, keep talking.
I think it's more the latter. I think she really believes this is this idiot. Guys, again, if you haven't watched this, you have to go back. This motherfucker got his wife to divorce him so that he could bring his hottie McHot Brazilian girlfriend who doesn't speak a lick of English to the U.S.
Again, very Cody Brown move right there.
Very Cody Brown move. Just a paperwork shuffle, Amy. It's just a paperwork shuffle.
Paperwork shuffle. One of the musical numbers.
Right. There's actually the scene of the judge saying to Danielle, "Do you feel your marriage is irrevocably broken?" And she's like, "Yes, it is," with her
Okay,
wedding ring on. Like,
which leads to another question. Aren't they committing fraud on
they are
television?
absolutely, she perjured herself.
Oh
She
god.
perjured herself. Like,
Guys, then they go to Brazil
yes.
and Garrick is banging Roberta in the
Ugh,
room next to Danielle, who's standing outside the door in the corridor crying.
crying, yes.
I mean, I just can't. I can't.
The first one of the times they went to see Roberta, they're all hanging out in bed, but not being weird. They
No.
don't go weird in the
Don't go
words of the
weird, Mary
Browns.
Brown.
But Danielle went back to her room to get her pajamas, and in the time it took her to get into her pajamas, Garrick and Bert fucked real
Amanda, how
quick.
dare you? They were intimate.
Oh, I'm sorry, they were intimate. Meanwhile, Bert is going, "Sister, come back. Sister's coming back."
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
And
Oh,
then
oh, and they
then
refer to each other as sister.
then
Like,
they tell her at the dinner.
right. And she's
Roberta
like,
tells Danielle at dinner, "Oh, by the way, we banged while you went back to the room and changed into your pajamas." And
right.
Danielle's like horrified.
And then Bert's horrified that Garrick kissed that woman that they paid to go on that date with him.
Yes.
'Cause
Guys,
she was never into him.
you need to there's not much more we can say. You
No,
just
you
need
have
to
to watch
experience it
this.
as yourself. So our direction to you, your homework is seasons 3 and 4 if you have not watched them.
And Garrick
And
Merrifield has never found a tiny little tank top that he does not love.
and
He
then
wears many a tiny little tank top.
my DMs will be open for anyone who would like to apologize for doubting my love of Sidian and how hot he is.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
You're
All right.
open.
Mhm.
You're ready to receive the apologies.
I'm really ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
God,
Okay.
she looks angry.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay. So we're going to start with the Salahuddins, and
Sure.
they are in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Amy, when are we
Which-
going?
Literally 30 minutes from me.
Literally an hour and 20-ish minutes from me.
Oh my
When are
God.
we
Like,
going?
I'm going down there this summer because my kids are going to be looking at the college.
East Stroudsburg
Yes.
State University. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So they've been married for 15 years. And they're
Yeah.
looking for their next sister wife. Now, their names
There's a
are
lot going on here.
Nailah
Uh-huh.
and Naeem. Now,
Right.
I was calling him Naeem. His mother calls him Naeem. But I feel like Nailah is saying Naeem.
Maybe.
So
I
I'm
don't
a little
know.
confused. So I'm just going to call him Naeem.
Because that's
'Cause
what
that's
he and his
That's
mother
what his
call
mother
themselves.
calls him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So they're Muslims and they are traditional Muslims who fast during Ramadan, pray every day.
They're sort of traditional though, but she's walking around in a tank top and a short skirt.
She is, but they adhere to most of
A lot of the religious
practices,
customs. Yes. They
yes.
pray 5 times a day, all
Mhm,
of that.
mhm.
Yes.
So Naeem says polygamy is part of Islam,
Mm.
and that made it easier for them to adopt this lifestyle. Nailah tells us that in Islam, every woman deserves a husband. And sometimes when there aren't enough men to go around, you just got to double up, Amanda. You got to double and triple up when there's not enough men to go around. What are you going to do? You can't be alone.
You can't be alone. You can't
No.
be a single woman
Mm-mm.
enjoying your life alone.
You can't be Miss Beadle from Little House, a spinster at 22.
God. I love
All right,
Miss
so
Beadle.
Nailah says their sister wife doesn't have to be Muslim, but she should be spiritual and beautiful on the inside.
I don't know how this is supposed to work.
I have a question about Naeem.
Okay.
Does he not talk with his mouth fully open? Like, what's happening there? 'Cause he's a mumbler. He's a mumbler.
He is a mumbler. He is a he's
Guys,
a little difficult to understand.
I have a hearing disorder, as many people know,
Yes.
and mumblers are my worst nightmare. I can't
Mhm.
understand you if you're mumbling because I think I augment with
You read lips a lot.
lip reading.
Yeah.
So if you're not moving your lips,
I got
it's not
nothing.
helping me.
I did not realize until the pandemic how much I relied on lip reading.
Same. Yep. So Naeem's mom is coming for dinner,
Sure.
and
She's a piece of work.
Oh, wow.
This
They've
mom.
been polygamous for 2 years, and it was Nailah's idea. She's basically like, Naeem thrives when he gets attention, and I'm tired. So I think what's happening is she is a woman of a certain age now.
Yeah. Yeah, and
and she's done.
she doesn't
She's
wanna
done.
bang it out as much as he does.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
But here's the thing, they've been practicing polygamy for 2 years. They don't have a partner. So no, you have not been
No, no.
practicing polygamy.
I
You've
think
been
that just means
trying
they've
to.
been shopping. Mhm,
You've been shopping for your next toy.
mhm. Yes.
Ha Can I interest you to a show called Coupled Throuple? We might be able to help you.
So they're dating Keisha from Georgia. Naeem says she seems very nice. She has a good head on her shoulders. They haven't met her in person, but they will soon. Said they need to tell Naeem's mom. And Nyla's like, my mother in law is a hot mess on a cool day.
Why do you have to tell your mother? There's nothing to tell her yet.
I don't know. I
I
don't know what you need
really
to. They just
I
need to tell her because they're on the show.
Guess they need to do it on the show.
Hmm.
I really am a huge believer in the sharing things with your parents on a need to know basis. Do they need to know this right now?
Yeah,
No,
I
they
agree with
don't.
you. I agree with you.
They don't. There's a lot that goes on in my life that my parents do not know about because they don't need to, and that is fine.
Yeah, I think some families are just closer though. Like I agree with you. My family's more like yours.
Uh-huh.
We're kind of spread out. We mind each other's we mind our own
Mhm.
business. We're not in each other's business. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? I'm very close to my parents,
Yes.
but they're not on top of me. But I think
No.
in some cultures and in some families that
Probably.
being intertwined like that is part of the deal, you
I
know?
know, but ugh.
So mom shows up and Naeem is like, this is not gonna go good. Oh, he
No.
mumbles it. No, not gonna go good. Right, not gonna go good. And Jamila is the mom. And they ask Jamila, like, what do you think of this? What do you think of us with the polygamy idea that we floated past you? And she says, I don't like it. It's germy.
Jeremy.
Germy.
I mean, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong. But I was like, is she saying Jeremy?
Are we talking
Jeremy.
about Jeremy? Is
Jeremy.
Jeremy going to be here at some point?
Naeem says, oh, no, we'll all get tested. We'll all get tested. Does that change your mind? And she's like, no, swapping
No.
fluids is gross. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And Nyla says, well, we all have to address the pH balance. And here
Of
we go.
course. Of
Here
course.
we
We have,
go. Here we go.
yes, ready. Ready for
Guys,
your hoo-ha pH balance.
the Snowdens were all about having a certain type of diet to control the pH balance.
Correct.
They were doing all sorts of wild things over
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell the camera, like, this is just a closed mindset. And now Nyla asks why Jamila doesn't like this part of Muslim. And mom's like, no, no, never worked for me. Nope,
Not into
nope,
it.
nope, nope, nope. Of Islam, I'm sorry.
Mom
And
does
mom
not
says,
feel very joyful.
no, she is here like an agent of chaos, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. Yeah. She's here to
She's reading these
yuck
two
all of their
idiots
yum.
for filth. Yep. She says Naeem needs love and support. And Nyla's like, yeah, well, I'm exhausted. I'm tired.
Have
Can I bring a B team in here?
Have you met your son? Do you know
Hmm.
what a pain in the ass he
Hmm.
is?
And then mom's like, you need therapy. And Naeem goes, I need therapy for many reasons, and glares at her. I'm like, oh,
Oh, hey now.
okay.
I mean, he's
Ah,
probably right, but
mm-hmm,
yikes.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, this mother is going to be a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Uh-huh.
So we're meeting a new family again. Okay.
Yes.
So the Salahuddins are the first new family. The second one are the Sherwoods.
Okay, we got to talk about these people, Amy. What the fuck is happening here?
Are they polyamory? Are they
I
polygamous? What are they?
don't know what the situation is.
They're not polygamists.
Well, no, because she's having a relationship with her makeup artist from her wedding.
Right. Right. As you do.
And then we're going to introduce the husband because now I feel like we're trying to couple to thruple it here.
Oh, maybe. Maybe this is a couple to throuple sitch.
And she's the Ghislaine Maxwell. She's the
Mm.
bisexual Ghislaine Maxwell. She goes and finds the person and brings them home
Hmm.
for the husband.
She's the Mary Brown.
She's the Mary Brown, but she's banging them. Mary Brown
Well,
just wishes
we
she
don't
could
know
bang
that.
them.
Right. We don't know that Mary's not being a Robin.
True. You're like, God, remember when that was a theory for a while?
Oh,
I mean, some people still
yes.
have that theory, but I don't
So
like to
these
think about it.
guys are from Wayland, Massachusetts, and their names are Shane and Ashley, and they have one son, and she is pregnant now.
I've been to Wayland, Massachusetts.
I have not been. Where is it? East, west?
It's outside of Boston.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, they've been married for 2 years, and they've been talking about adding another partner for just as long.
Right, from the jump.
They're not monogamous. That's how they describe themselves. Not
Right.
monogamous. Ashley says there is no way that one person can fulfill 100% of your needs. Okay.
Okay, which is making me think that they are polyamorous
Polyamory.
because I don't know what's happening here.
Well, they're competitive axe throwers.
As you do. As you
Mhm.
do. I didn't know
Mhm.
you could be a competitive axe thrower. Maybe that's my new career.
I could throw an axe at somebody and hit them probably.
Maybe. I don't know. I've
Mhm.
never tried it.
Well, that's how they met.
I know.
So,
I
yeah.
know.
And
Let's
I wrote, "Are they polyamorous?"
What is happening
Ashley
here?
says she wants
Oh,
another mom for the kids. I don't blame her.
I don't blame her for that either. Do you think there might be a poly axe throwing league? That feels very specific though.
We need
That
to
is
infiltrate
oh,
if there is.
yes, there
Mhm, mhm.
is.
So, now so this is when it gets ick for me.
Okay. Okay.
Because she wants another mom for her kids, but she also has to be open to having Shane's biological child.
Right.
Mm. So here we go. It's getting to be the thing about polygamy that's gross to me is this just the breeding concept of it. And
Yeah, the
here we go.
making more people
hmm
situation.
So their process is that Ashley gets to meet the woman first and get to know her, and she's been dating Grace, the hair and makeup person for their wedding. She says even though she thought she was cute at the wedding, that's not what happened. They actually
No.
matched on an app.
Yeah, I found this really fascinating.
What app is it, Amanda? Because like is there a poly app?
Mhm.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
there's apps that
So,
cater to, more open lifestyles. There's also like lesbian dating apps
yeah, but
or
so
ladies
yeah,
ladies seeking ladies. I mean,
there's an app for everything.
there's an app for
Okay.
everything.
All
I'm
right.
sure there's some adult baby matching app out there
Wow.
too.
Okay. Didn't
I
want to go
find
down that road.
I find adult babies fascinating, but that's a whole other conversation.
I find bronies fascinating. Do you know what a
Bronies are
brony
also
is? Yeah.
fascinating, yeah.
hmm So they matched on an app. They meet at a bowling alley. And Grace tells us she loves dating Ashley and they formed a nice friendship. And Grace tells the camera, like, I'm open to connections from wherever they come.
Who am I to judge?
Whatever.
Right.
Meh, meh, meh. Oh, they are in Boston. I could do the accent.
Yes, you could.
Meh, I'm open to connections. So they can't figure out the bowling screen, and I feel seen
I
because
know,
let
I
me tell you
know. How do
something.
you start the game? I don't
These
understand.
bowling alleys now, you
They're
go
too
in,
fancy.
everything is digital, but there's like 18 different games that you could play. It's not just bowling. They've complicated it.
Oh, I
There's
haven't been
like
bowling in a
this
while
type
then.
of bowling and this type of bowling, and you just have to find like I just want a regular bowling
I
game.
want standard bowling, standard
Yes.
issue bowling.
Yes. Yes. So Grace says she's fine with Ashley being pregnant, and Ashley's pregnant. Like she's got the bump.
Yeah, she's like 6 or 7 months pregnant.
Mhm. And she goes, "It's just something female bodies can do. Like I'm fine with it."
I love it. She's
Yep.
not wrong.
We learn that Ashley's bisexual now
Mhm.
and that they are quote not the typical plural family because she is actually shopping for a new partner for herself.
Right. What is
Yeah.
happening here?
Yeah. They're definitely poly.
They
100%.
have to be. But the goal is to find a partner for both of them.
Right. So this is why I'm saying like Matt Sharp is giving us Seeking Brother Husband
Mhm.
where he had what was her name?
Kenya,
Kenya and
Carl,
Carl and
Miss
Mr. Tiger.
Miss
Miss
Tiger.
Tiger.
Right.
They were polyamorous. We know
Sanu's
that.
parents.
But
Right.
they
Yeah.
were pretending to be
Right. Just we're
po-
looking for a
is it
husband for Kenya.
polyandry when it's
Yes.
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 Okay. Now we have these yokels pretending to be polygamous.
Right. But it seems
I
to be they're
think that
polyamorous.
I think Matt Sharp can finally say, I have enough here to
Yes.
make a polyamorous show.
I think so too.
That's
Let's
what we
do
need, dude.
this.
Let's go. Let's go.
And
King Sharp, Master Sharp, give it to us.
if we could have a love after lockup connection for at least one of the stories, all the better.
Oh, there we go. All
All the
right.
better.
Okay. All right.
I want one of
So
these people on Tether. That's all I want. I want
on
someone on
paper or
Tether.
on Tether? On
On
Tether.
Tether. I want them
Okay.
on
All
Tether.
right.
Yeah.
So Grace and Ashley kiss goodbye. Later, Ashley gets home. Shane is pretending to do the dishes. So I want to talk about Shane for a minute. Because Shane was quote unquote babysitting his kid so that Ashley could go out dating, right? And she got a call from him to come home. So something went awry there.
Right.
So she has to go home to relieve her man-child of taking care of the baby. Then she walks in. He's like, oh,
So
I've been
much.
washing all these dishes and wiping the sweat from his brow. There's still a sink full of dishes. How many dishes did you dirty while she was gone, dude? What is happening? Wow.
There are a few things that enrage me more than when
a
a
man
father
babysitting his child?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I will admit, like, I fell into that. And I remember saying to Timmy, like, you're going to have to watch the kids tonight. And he's the one who said to me, they're my kids. I'm not watching them.
Right.
Just spending time with them. They're my kids.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Todd used to say that when he was out and about with his son, the number of times people would be like, "Oh, that's so," or where, first of all, where's his mom? And he's
Yeah.
like, at
Yeah.
home, at work, like wherever the hell she was.
Yeah.
That's so great that you're spending time with you. He's like, yeah, he's my kid. I took him to Costco. Like, I don't need a medal for this.
No. Nope. So, Shane tells us that he needs someone to help him out with Ashley. Because, you know, I'm an idiot and sometimes I need someone to intervene on my behalf. So basically, what he says is like, I need somebody who's going to be like, Ashley, Shane didn't mean to be a total dick bag. You need to forgive him. This is gross.
They need a therapist. They don't need
This
a
is
girlfriend
gross.
or a
This is
wife. They
gross.
need a therapist because these two people, I don't think really like each other. And I
It's
think
weird.
he might be a cuckold.
Oh, maybe.
I think he might be a cuckold.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
which is fine if they're all consenting to that.
if they're into
No shame, but I just feel like there's some power dynamic here with him and his wife, and I'm not sure what it is yet.
Well, let's
We'll
hope we
see.
get to see what unfolds.
I hope so.
Ashley says her family's pretty conservative, so she wasn't even like being bi wasn't even something on her radar, but she knew she liked women. So in January 2021, she started to explore her bisexuality, and in January 2023, she actually acted on it. So Shane says he was excited to explore Ashley's bisexuality.
I'm sure you were.
And now he's pressuring her, like, give me the details about Grace. Is she
right?
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell me about your bowling alley trip with Grace. Did you feel her up? Did you throw her in the hand warmer? Did you let that little gush of air blow up your shirt? Did you whip her tits out? What happened? Give me all the details while I was here doing these dishes. I mean, he is just, it gets real bizarre.
I'm not a fan of this. But I can't not watch it, but I don't think something good is happening here.
Shane says, I have a history of turning women gay. I had a college girlfriend who turned out to be a lesbian. And so I assumed I was doing the same thing to Ashley.
Right.
And he says, you know, but I do want her to explore that part of her. But I do struggle. Ashley says, I'm not feeling that burning attraction to Grace. And part of that might be because she hasn't met Shane. Okay.
What?
I don't know. Grace is not interested in meeting Shane.
Do we know that? Or are we just saying that?
I don't know, but he says in a talking head, is she trying or plotting to steal Ashley from me?
Right. Is she cowgirling Ashley away from me? And that is the term.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's cowgirling?
Cowgirling or cowboying. So when you come into like a poly couple with the goal of trying to steal your partner back into monogamy.
Thank God you're here.
I got you. Okay. I got you. I listen to a lot of Dan Savage and read a lot of shit.
So now we have the Davises. Good Lord. These crazy kids have had a baby since we've last seen them.
Whose name is Vera.
Vera.
They all say Vera.
Oh, Vera?
Vera.
Yeah, it's Vera.
It's Vera.
Well, I mean, I'm going to give them the lead in how they pronounce their own child's name, but I was saying Vera. Yeah.
Right.
So Nick tells us his affinity for a plural lifestyle came from Jack Tripper and Three's Company. Amanda?
Of course it did. Of course it did. Why not?
God, never changed. Nick Davis never changed.
I'm telling you, Amy, he is the smartest motherfucker on the planet.
Oh,
the way he has turned his life into this. If I could do this, if I could have 3 people going out working, making all the money while
giving
I
me
sit
all their
home and
money.
right, while I sit home and think and feel, I'm here for it. That's how they do a great job.
Danielle says, as much as I love Nick, there are some things my sister wives. Oh, let me introduce them properly because
Yes,
people might
yes.
not be familiar. So the Davises are from Aurora, Colorado.
Right.
And
Suburb
it's
of
Nick,
Denver.
and we have April and Jennifer. So April and
Correct.
Jennifer were the wives that were originally with him.
Right.
They're married to each other.
Correct.
And then Danielle was brought in, I think, in season 4.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Because we weren't sure if she was going to make it or not, but I can't believe she's still here with these people. I do feel like Danielle is 2 seconds away from blink twice if you need help, because
Yes.
I don't feel like
100%.
she's enjoying this.
Mm-mm.
So also April has a child from a previous relationship that lives with them as well, but we rarely see the kid.
We rarely see that kid. And Jennifer is the mother of Vera.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And is it me? Does Jen not seem okay?
I was just going to say, I don't know what's happening with Jennifer, but
she seems drugged.
Yeah, somebody didn't fully press the on switch or something. Like
she's not who she was last season.
No.
Something is different.
No.
I'm worried about her.
Danielle is the third wife, guys. She has just come in, and she says, as much as I love Nick, there are some things my sister wives just understand better.
Sure.
Period. And now we learned that Jennifer gave birth to Vera, and she's almost a year old, and she calls all of them mommy.
Right.
I would have a problem with that.
That's a cute baby, though.
I know, but I would have a problem with that.
I would too.
Like the way that the sister wives do it, the Browns, is mommy Christine, mommy Janelle, but like truly calls Christine mommy.
Right. Right.
And then there's mommy Janelle.
But she doesn't even say mommy Janelle. She just calls them Janelle and Mary. Like,
yeah, I just,
yeah.
You could call them mommy though. Like, remember Robin was teaching her kids, like, this is mommy Mary and this is mommy blah, blah, blah.
But no one
I'm fine with that, whatever.
Yeah.
But I am mommy. I am mommy.
Oh yeah.
Do not forget you came from, because we'll get into yet another thing I discovered that in a way that kids could destroy your lives. And we'll get into that.
Okay, cool. This would be great.
So Jennifer gave birth to Vera. She calls them all mommy. They're all wandering around the Toys R Us looking like for mentally stimulating games for this kid. And I'm like, I don't know what I would do if I were just an innocent store clerk.
I'd follow these people around. Mm-hmm. I'd have my phone out and subtly be recording them because this is amazing.
Nick reminds us the wives work, and he's a stay-at-home dad who spends his time thinking. He's thinking, he's feeling, and just trying to process their lifestyle.
Process the world for them and then spoon feed it to his wife.
Yes.
Yes.
We get some flashback of his dating Danielle last season.
As she so awkwardly got in that hot tub.
Then they go to the checkout, and there's this 18-year-old stoned kid who could give a fuck about any of this. And his name's Trevor. You know it. And he's just like, he asks, okay, so I worked retail for a long time.
Same.
When a cackle of people come to when a gaggle of people come to your register, you say, are you all together?
Yes.
He's not asking. Trevor is not asking.
Are you all banging?
If you
what
are
are your
a polygamous
relationship
family,
statuses?
he doesn't give a fuck. All he wants to do is hit his pen and fucking drive home and sit there and play Xbox. He doesn't give a shit about this.
No. He just wants to know, am I doing multiple transactions here or one?
They try to make it seem like it's a thing. And so they're
of course, like sister wives, they just have to explain to any random stranger on the street what the situation is.
They're like, oh, we're all banging, we're all blah, blah, blah. And this kid doesn't give a shit. Now, they say they want to add more wives. April wants 4 or 5 more.
Right.
We get a shot of Danielle with her real heavy eyelashes, just blink, 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 blink. And she's like, we have it good right now. I don't know why they would want to bring somebody else in. Blink, 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 blink. I think she's blinking out Morse code. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to get my Titanic materials out
Get
and
those
get
out and figure
my
out what's
little
happening here.
Morse code kit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think she's like, "We just got married and we have a baby, and I'm, like, 23 years old,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
mhm. The Davises have managed to buy a house together. You mean the wives bought you a house,
Right,
Nick?
because you do
Mhm.
not work, Nick, because you have to think and feel.
He's
That
thinking.
does not pay.
And they now have 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, so they, spread it out.
This is
They have a
good.
custom-made 12-foot wide bed that
Where
the
do they
only
get
other
sheets for this,
person.
Amy?
Okay, that was my question too. The only other person on earth who has it, he says, is some football no, Denver Nuggets, a
Yeah,
basketball player. They put a fitted sheet on that thing. Where did that come from?
it has to be custom made. It has to
Has to
be.
be. Has
But
to be.
how much does that thing cost? I mean, can we talk about how ridiculously expensive sheets are?
Oh, they're really
You
expensive
can
and
get cheap
ridiculous.
ones at
Yeah,
Target, which aren't bad, but, like, the
sure.
fact that people spend, like, $400 for a set of sheets, which if
Mhm,
you all do, no shame, good for
mhm.
you. I could not do that in good conscience.
I couldn't
Think ab
afford that.
Right. Think about how much a fitted sheet custom made would be.
Yeah, a lot,
A lot.
a lot, a lot, a lot,
A lot of I don't think
a
they
lot,
have,
a lot, a
like
lot.
I don't think they have 4 or 5 sets of sheets for this bed.
Mm-mm. No, they have one set, and they probably have to wash it daily from all the jizz.
Blech. Well, no, because they go to the boom boom room.
Oh yeah, let's get over there. Okay. So, Nick says, I know this might look weird, but this is how we like to do it. We like to all curl up together. And we
Sure.
see him throwing the baby around on the bed, and little Vera is really cute. And
She
I'm like,
is.
okay.
This baby is freaking delicious. I'm into this
So
baby.
Nick keeps up with them sexually, he
Sure.
does. And there's one bed designated to all the banging. And they
Mhm.
call it the boom boom room. And Danielle's like, you don't have to call it that. Can't we call it the making sweet love to your wife room?
Right,
Like,
can we
please
call
help
it
me. Yeah.
anything else than the
Anything
boom
else.
boom room? And April and Jen are like, "The boom boom room, the boom boom room," and
Mhm.
Danielle's like, "Oh god,
Mhm.
can we make it stop, please? How do I
Mhm.
get out of here?"
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Now, Amanda, are you ready for the next part here?
I am. I am. I'm here.
Nick says, regarding the sexual attraction or the sexual attention, I'm sorry, that my wives receive, it's kind of like the solar system. Okay?
Mhm. Mhm.
Planets revolve around the sun and they don't all receive the same amount of sunlight,
No,
but they all get what they need to stay in their orbit.
that's right. Who's he banging the
Wow.
most? Who's he banging
Wow.
the most?
Who's he banging the most? Jennifer.
Jennifer.
He has banged the sense right out of her.
There's
She is
something not right with her right
something's not
now.
right. Something's not connecting.
No, because she was not like this the
And
last
I
time.
only say he's banging her because I think she has the least opinions of anyone in the group.
Could well be.
I
She
think
feels
she's the biggest
very
follower.
Stockholm syndrome.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes. I mean,
Danielle's probably
that's
like, "I want you to make sweet, sweet love to me in the
right.
sweet love room," and
April's like, I
he's
just want
not
to
going
watch you
for
bang
that.
people.
Right, April's like, "I just wanna balance the checkbook. Leave me
Right.
alone." Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, uh, Ace and Caitlin last season did refer to Jen as Stockholm Jen. And I think this is even more official now. There's something wrong with her. This is not who she was last season. I'm actually legit worried about her.
Yeah, something's not right.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
This is not who we met.
So then he reminds us that Jennifer and April are married to one another, and he
Right.
claims it's for parity.
Sure.
Everybody has to have equal footing here. Now they need a wife for Danielle, and Danielle's blink, 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 blink. No, thank you. Blink, blink. So that's where we leave. That's where we leave the Davises.
Do you think part of the reason they're not married is because Nick gets some sort of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
disability government situation?
Something.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Guys, come at us with the theory here.
Well, he doesn't have health insurance unless they're paying for it. You don't get
Oh,
health insurance
right.
for thinking.
That's true. You don't.
Mm-mm.
Okay, now we're going to
Okay.
Merrifields.
It's time. It's
God.
time.
The Merrifields, just a reminder, are from Buena Vista, Colorado. Garrick and Danielle.
I have friends who just moved to the town next to Buena Vista.
Well, you know what they need to do.
You go find them.
They're selling the house.
I know. I want to know what's happening here.
Yeah, me too. Are they moving to Brazil? Where Garrick could just fuck around and find out?
What about the princes.
The
The
princes are probably
princes.
they're probably done. They're probably done. Guys, when we first met these yokels, they were living in a fifth wheel while they were building their house.
And this house
Now th
is off the
th
hook. It's
they have an
huge.
amazing house,
Right.
and they're selling it.
And they're selling it. Also, if you have not watched their previous seasons, when they built this house, the way that they built it is Garrick has his room, and upstairs is the wives' shared dormitory room,
Yep,
and they
yep.
cycle into his room.
Yes,
So,
totally normal, totally
totally
normal.
normal, just
Okay.
just as you do.
So they've been doing this for 5 years, and they give us a refresher that they were monogamous for a long time, and they decided to search the scripture for
Mhm.
permission. Garrick says it's polygamy is polygamy is actually permitted in the Bible because when Jesus fills you with the Holy Ghost is actually jizz.
It's
That's what he's
sexual.
saying.
I know.
He is
It's like
saying
the Holy Ghost is God's spunk, is
he
basically what
actually
it is.
what he actually says is the Holy Ghost is going into intimacy that way. What? What? But he's saying the Holy Ghost is code for jizz.
Is
So, I know we probably have some religious people listening.
I'm
I'm not the
sorry.
one offending you here.
Uh,
It's this idiot.
we are merely reporting what has been shown to us on our television. We do
Oof,
not
okay.
believe this.
He's wearing his best silk shirt.
Amy, he is so stupid. How do
He
they have this
looks
much money?
he looks like somebody was baking him in an oven and didn't finish. He's just like he looks
And
like he's 87% done.
he always looks very confused and very like baffled by what's happening around him. Like, wow, this is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Danielle is over there. Literally, like her hair, she has crisis hair right now, Amy. Her hair is not
Danielle's
good.
been in the oven too long. She's
She's
overdone.
overdone. She has crisis hair. She
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like crying
Mhm.
about, oh my God, and they're going back to Brazil. They are going
Speaking
fucking
of
back to
people who
Brazil.
feel like they have been just dropped on this planet yesterday,
Yes.
my sister and I are always like kind of laughing at my mother because I told
Oh.
you my mother used to work night shift, guys, and she had a really intense job. So when she retired like 3 or 4 years ago, she suddenly discovered the world around her. She was like, "Oh," and she would call me every day and tell me like, "Trump is saying mean things about people. Did you know he was mean?" I'm like, "What?" So she's like discovering the world like a baby
Sure.
kitten. Okay. And so the other day she said something to me. We were talking about something, and she was talking about how some people are quick to help others without examining their own selves, right?
Sure, sure.
And she's like, it's like when you're on an airplane and they have those masks that fall down in an emergency, and they tell
Correct.
you right on that mask that you should put it on yourself before
Right.
you help somebody else. And she goes,
Correct.
and I think that might be applicable outside of an airplane.
Wow. Oh, Jesus.
And I'm just trying not to run my car off a cliff, and I'm like, I think I've heard that, mom.
Yeah. Oh God.
So I immediately call Jenny, my sister, and she's like, "Oh my god. Oh my god. Does she not know what's happening?"
Does your mother think that
Mhm.
Oprah was the first one who said, "When people show you who they
Oh,
are,
I'm
believe
sure.
them"?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I haven't tested. Well, see, my it's weird with my mother though, because my mother is, I mean, you could ask her anything about a historical, she's so well read.
Uh-huh.
She'll just be like, "Oh, I just read Eisenhower's biography 3 times." Like she knows so much stuff. So I don't know, considering that that's literature, she might know that that's
Okay. Okay.
not Oprah.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like these pop culture kind of things just
Right.
seem to totally escape her. Like she'll be like, "Guess what I did today? I left a comment on a Facebook post that I saw,
Whoa.
and people are replying to it and they're not happy. And so I had to take it down." I'm like, "Oh God, mom,
No,
why
mom,
are
no.
you inviting the trolls? What are you doing?"
Oh, sweet mother Amy
Ugh,
doesn't know how to do
God, I
the
love her to
world.
death, but oof. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, so she also, very similar, like was just dropped on this planet.
Right. Just brand
Okay.
new here.
So uh Garrett tells us now it has been scientifically proven
Right.
that when a man and a woman have intercourse, men leave their DNA in a woman and it goes into her brain
Right.
and she becomes one with him. Now, I immediately had to look this up because I was like,
Okay.
where did this idiot hear this?
Okay, let's
Because
go with science lessons.
this is from Reuters, which we know is a good
It's a real
source.
news source,
Yes,
yes.
real news
Yes.
source.
This is AP level, this is, these
Yes,
are real
thank you.
people.
From January 24th.
Of
Fact
this
check.
year? Okay.
Study did not find women store DNA from intercourse with men. Okay. A 2012 study did not find that women store men's DNA after sexual intercourse, as suggested by an old headline, which recently resurfaced online as a meme. So this idiot found this on Facebook.
He found a meme, and that's his
Mhm,
science. Of
mhm.
course it is. Of course
Both
it
the
is.
2012 study cited in the 2018 article and another study from 2005 by the same authors speculated about the possibility, yet to be explored, that male DNA found in a woman's bloodstream, a phenomenon known as, now it's called I'm going to spell it for you and you tell me how you think it's
Okay.
pronounced. Chimerism. I don't want to say it's chimerism. I want to say it's chimerism, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe a
Maybe.
hard CH,
Yeah.
chimerism?
Yeah.
Could
I
be
don't know.
partly due to intercourse among already okay, so they were like, this is how science works, guys. You put up a hypothesis,
Right, and now we test.
scientific methodist or method. You test. I know,
Scientific Methodist.
I was mixing test with method.
Yeah.
So you put up the hypothesis, you test it,
Mhm.
and you see if it works.
Right.
So this is what they did.
Yes.
So eventually they found out that that is not true. So then I pulled up other studies about this chimerism. I
Okay.
don't know how to pronounce it.
Sure.
So here's
This
the deal with
phenomenon.
this.
Do,
Here's
do,
the
do, do,
deal
do.
with this phenomenon.
Do, do,
It
do, do.
comes from the name of it comes from Greek mythology. And it
Okay.
was like a beast that was made up of several different
Oh,
parts.
chimera.
Chimera. Thank you. So it's
Yes.
chimerism.
Okay, sure.
So it
Okay,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
hard CH.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
All right. So basically what they have found is that women who give birth, the child leaves behind DNA.
Okay.
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 So if women had sons, there's male DNA in their bodies.
Got it.
Now, it could also apply to women who don't have sons, in that they could have a spontaneous abortion and not
Okay.
know it.
Right.
Sometimes there's that twin syndrome where a
Sure.
twin absorbs another twin. So there can be many reasons, but they have
Right.
found that it comes from being pregnant.
Pregnant. Okay, got
Yes.
it.
Now, they have also recently discovered that this could lead to having that in your system could lead to diseases for the mother, like
Oh.
autoimmune disorders, like
Oh.
Hashimoto's. So, did my kids give me Hashimoto's?
Shit. Well, I have it too, but I didn't have a birth.
Well, the
Well,
only way that you get it, but
okay.
you're at a
Maybe.
higher risk for autoimmune disorders.
Do your girls ever, if they're mad at each other, say, I wish I had absorbed you in the womb?
No, they don't. They just beat the shit out of each other. No
Okay.
words.
I feel like that would be a great thing
That
to
would
say to
be a
your
good
twin.
one.
Wish I'd
Would be a good
absorbed
one.
you in the womb.
Yes, yes, would be a good one. No, now I'm like freaked out, and you could also get cancer from it. So this is yet another way that mothers get the shit end of the stick.
For fuck's
Now I
sake,
got to
man.
carry your fucking DNA in my system
And
and
have
get
Hashimoto's.
Hashimoto's.
Great, thanks.
But anyway, so this is what this moron
Okay,
found.
got it, got it.
And
So
of
a
course he
meme
believed it.
informed him. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So Danielle is just standing there like, am I here right now? Is this true? Or she's like, I love you, keep speaking. I can't
Right.
decide what that look is on her face.
I would like to just extract her from this and deprogram her and see who she really is.
Do you think it's
Because here's the thing, I like Danielle. I think I would
I don't
enjoy
hate
her.
Danielle.
I don't hate Danielle at all.
Mm-mm.
I think
She's a victim of his,
yes, I think she's
whether she knows it or not.
dumber than a box of rocks to put up with this asshole.
Mhm.
But I like her. And
Yeah,
she's
I
just
agree.
so manipulated by this motherfucker.
Well, that's the thing that I'm struggling with. Like, has she bought into this? I don't know.
I don't know either, but it feels like it.
So in 2018, they met Roberta. And Garrick and
Oh,
Danielle
boy.
got divorced to bring her to the United States. And she says it was really hard and we almost really split up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time we're hearing that.
Uh-huh.
She goes, I I just had to shove those feelings down real, real deep. And just smiles and does an uncomfortable like,
Oh my god,
okay.
Tyree could educate her on the awkward laugh.
God. Danielle says, there were some red flags with Roberta. Like, she just really wanted me as a sister wife and didn't seem interested in Garrick. You mean when he forced her to have sex against
Right.
the toilet when you ran into the next room to change in your pajamas?
He was so horned up for her. It was so fucking gross.
I hate him so much.
He had no care about Bert. I don't think Bert's necessarily a great person,
Sure.
whatever, but he had zero actual care for Bert.
Mhm.
All
Mhm.
he wanted was to stick his dick in her. That was
I
it.
agree. I
That was
agree.
it.
I agree. We revisit the dinner. So, guys, in season 4, Garrick dated another woman, like Amanda said, who was lured by an Amazon gift card. And
And she was taller than he was, and she was
and
black, which I think all of which undid him.
and he kissed her.
Right.
And they told Roberta about it at
Oh.
a dinner, and Roberta lost her shit.
Well, they brought a translator with her. Meanwhile, this
Mm.
translator's like, "This is the best gig I've ever fucking
Oh,
had in my
man.
life."
Oh, what a great job. What a fantastic job. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got an idea.
Okay.
I need to make a fake profile
Okay.
on Reedsy or something and say that I'm a ghostwriter and I'm
Okay.
here to cater to polygamous men. And then when
Ah,
Cody Brown is shopping his memoir, who's he going to hire? Or Garrick Merrifield? They'll hire me. And I
Amy.
will write it with a feminist lens and not tell them.
You will spend months researching them
Mhm,
only to find
mhm.
out how absolutely terrible they are, and
Yeah,
then write about
and
it.
yeah, and then but I will put lines of code in there that only we will understand.
Yes, because 'cause they're too stupid to
Yes,
get it.
right. Yes. Oh, that's my next career.
Okay, I
Got it.
like it.
Okay.
Cool. I support it.
So now we revisit Danielle's brother Sam. Now, if we remember,
Sam and
Sam and
Sam.
Samantha are the only people who are talking to these people at this
Right.
point.
His family has abandoned him. Most of her
Yes.
family has abandoned
Yes.
him.
Except her mom and dad.
Her mom and dad were real into Bert. Her dad was real into Bert. I think her dad
Yeah.
had the
Yeah.
hots for Bert.
Yes. Her family, I don't think there is anybody abandoning them. I think it's only his family that's
Okay.
completely abandoned them.
Right. Right.
Her family, I think they're like, we
Help
gotta meet
extricate her.
this with love to get her out of there. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if Garrick Merrifield were your child, would you not abandon him?
Well, I'm gonna be very honest with you, and this is very cynical of me to think this way. I think he makes a lot of money,
Mm,
and I think that he helps that family out a lot.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
So we revisit Danielle's brother Sam being all skeptical about Roberta, like, I don't know if this can work.
Sam and Sam
We
were not buying Roberta at all.
we get the footage that we all wanted of Danielle screaming, crying
About the
when Roberta
princes.
broke their hearts. The princess, the princess. She lied, she lied. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay.
What about the princess?
Now these yokels are unpacking some boxes in their garage and they're wearing merch for their house building
Of course
company.
they are. Of
Mhm.
course they are.
And they find a pillow that Danielle's dad made them with their picture on it with Roberta.
Mhm.
And she's like, boy, my dad really loved Roberta. I mean, one time he had to take a 30-minute shower and think about Roberta. That's how much he loved her. He really did.
100% Danielle's father has rubbed one out thinking of Roberta.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
He idolizes Garrick. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how do I get this going? And
Right.
Danielle's mom's like, nope, don't even think about it. Mm-mm. Nope.
Step away from the dating sites,
Mm-mm.
my husband.
So Garrick was sad and crying, but his pastor told him, suck it up, move on.
Stay the course. This
Mhm,
is what Jesus wants for you.
mhm. Yep. So now their newest victim is Natalia. What is that? Do you like Jason Isbell? Are you into Jason Isbell?
I am not a deep knower of
He
his
has
music, but I enjoy him.
great line in Live Oak where he says, "I never met a lover. I never held a lover in my gaze. So I found a new victim every couple days." And that is
Oh,
going to be Garrick
that's Garrick.
Merrifield here.
Yeah,
He is just victim after victim after victim until they stop coming around.
100%.
So, and of course, he's going to prey on women who want to come to the United
Of
States
course.
or who, need to come here, escape something, whatever.
He's going to leverage a power dynamic every
Yes.
time because
Yes.
he
And
has
it's
money
gross.
and yeah. It's
And I
gross.
forget the woman he dated last year, the black woman, but
Yeah.
she was not here for his shit.
No,
She
she
had
stood
her
up to
own
him real
power,
quick. Yeah.
and he couldn't handle that. He had to get rid
Nope.
of her real quick.
Nope.
Okay. So, Natalia's 26. She's super sweet, super smart, and they've
Sure.
been talking for 4 months. And
Sure.
Danielle says they've been putting off telling Sam and Samantha about this. And Garrick says, "Yeah, Sam and Samantha, they could be a little spicy, and we're nervous to tell them
Oh,
because
they
they
like
think we're
spicy ramen?
idiots." They don't get quite to ramen
Okay,
level,
okay.
but a little
Yeah.
bit. I would love to have pillow talk for this show with ramen and Akmel.
That would be amazing. Have them comment on all these idiots.
Oh, yeah. So now Samantha shows up and she's coming over to Danielle, and Danielle just puts her to work.
Yep.
Start planting these things, start doing this, whatever. She drops the bomb they're dating, and the woman's from Brazil, Rio specifically, which same
Same.
place, Bert.
Yeah.
And Samantha's like, "You're an idiot.
What the
Like, what are
fuck
you
are you
doing?"
doing, girl? Stop this.
Now we learn that Garrick and Sam are in business together. I don't know if they were.
I don't remember that part, but okay.
Mm-mm.
And my guess is by being in business together, Sam does all the work because Garrick showing up on this work site seemed to have no idea what was happening here and has never
Yeah.
been here before.
He's building custom homes now.
Mm-hmm.
Again, is he building polygamous homes? Is he building big houses?
Biggie
Biggie
houses,
houses.
maybe. I don't know. But why do idiots like this wind up being rich and I'm sitting here not?
Because they're
Why?
idiots.
Ugh.
Because they're idiots. I don't know.
Ugh.
Sam learns about, I know we're talking about like driving in North Carolina
Right.
to stay for free on a vacation. And the Merrifields are probably like in Hawaii for 6 weeks. What are we
Right.
doing wrong?
Flying
Yeah.
first class.
Yeah. So now we see them on a job site, and this is so fake. Garrick shows up. He's like, "Oh, you did a good job here. Yeah, you did a good job on the basement." Like he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, no clue. No
And
clue.
he tells Sam about the new woman, and Sam tells us Garrick is out of his fucking mind. And I'm here for Sam. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Sam has no time for this bullshit anymore. Sam is like, this guy's a fucking idiot, and I can't believe I have to be on this television show with him. And people
Nope.
know I chose to work with him. And
Yep.
he's married to my sister. How is this
Yes.
happening?
And he's kind of like Danielle. Maybe he's infiltrating
Oh,
to get Danielle out.
maybe he's doing
You
like
know, like
a covert
yeah,
op.
I'm gonna get in there,
Right. And
and
then
I'm gonna
extract her from the
gain I'm
situation.
gonna gain Garrick's trust,
Ah,
and I'm gonna take down the operation from the inside.
okay. And extract my
Okay.
sister from this
Yeah,
bullshit.
oh, Garrick, I know this woman from Brazil who's really into you. Her name is Natalia, and I think that you'd really like her, but she's a
Mm,
plant. See,
right.
she's
Right.
working with Sam and Samantha,
Oh,
and she's gonna bring Garrick down.
what if he fixed her up with Natalia Grace?
Why? Why?
Why?
Mhm. I don't know. Guys,
Ah,
this is oh god. 2024 is a shit show in so many ways, but this is good.
this is good. I'm glad
I'll
we're here
take
for
it.
this.
I'll
I
take
mean,
it.
now that Couple to Thruple has broken my heart and ended, we're
Mhm.
at least
Mhm.
having this, thank God.
You have not seen the end of Hot Dummies on an Island though.
No.
We will find something else.
Whatever the next
We
hot
will
dummy
do
on an
it.
island is, we're here for it.
We're here for it. Guys, please join our Facebook group.
Yes.
Backdoor Friends. The link is in the show notes. If you're a lady of a certain age or an honorary, lady of a
Yes.
certain age.
Yes.
And say you're 26, but you're like, I don't want to go out past 7.
Then you're us.
And I like to solve murders from my couch. Then you're one of us. Come on in.
Do not need to be a certain age. It is fine. Join us. I mean, I had burlesque rehearsal last night and it was 9 o'clock and everyone's like, ooh, wants to do something. I'm like, I need to go home.
No. Nope.
I'm out way too late.
Mhm.
This is beyond my bedtime. I'm going to be out late tonight for the actual show. I can't be out late 2 nights in a row.
No, I went to lunch and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
3 days ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm still recovering.
Exactly. You understand.
Guys, thank you again for your support. If you want to hear, if you like what you hear and you want to hear Amanda and I rip on some Cody Brown, we're here to do that. We do it every Sunday
That's
with
right.
Sister Wives on Patreon, Supercast, Apple subscriptions. Just hop on over there. You also get some documentaries. You get some Gen X themed content. You get me reading my book,
Mm-hmm.
and you get all things ad free. So that's
Worth
what you
it.
get.
Worth
Yep.
it.
And let me see. This is going to drop Wednesday. So Friday, again, I'm going to be on Criminality
Yep.
with Melissa talking about the episode where the Browns flee Lehigh. And it's something. And I don't curse. So
That's amazing because
pay
that is a
attention to that.
worthy episode because that is
Yeah.
enraging.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole situation. And then coming up this Sunday is our Sister Wives trivia.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yes.
I'll be putting that link in the group. I'll put it all over the place.
Yes.
So you'll know where you can watch Amanda and I in our Cat Portal t-shirts.
We will be together, Cat Portal
showing up.
t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I might even have some adult beverages for us.
Ooh.
Maybe
Okay.
we'll have like a mimosa or something.
I'm there.
I don't know. We'll do something.
I'm there. Okay. And that's it. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.